First up on this week's show is an older game called Quadropolis. Now, this is a city building game where you're going to be drafting tiles. You're going to be placing those on your board to kind of represent your own little area of the city. You're going to be assigning meeples to certain buildings. You're going to try to get combos with buildings next to other buildings. And you're also going to have to supply energy to some of these buildings as well. Next up is a new game called Forest Shuffle from Lookout Games. This is a game where you're going to be planting trees and then you are going to be drafting cards from a clearing that has different types of animals, and you are going to be adding those into trees. But you have to watch out because just like in Game of Thrones, winter is coming, and when the third winter card comes up, the game ends immediately. Next up is Scout, which is a trick-taking game where you want to try to beat whatever is already on the table, and each card that you take in the tricks is worth a point. Now, my hot game for this edition is the Red Cathedral. This is from Devere Games. This is a game that I've actually been able to play several times during this past week. We are going to be all working together to build St. Basil's Cathedral in Moscow. And the way we're going to be doing that is we are going to be using dice around a central board to gather resources. We use those resources in order to build out the certain sections of the cathedral that we have already claimed. We are going to have workshops on our board, so when we claim those areas on the cathedral, we're going to be taking those tiles, put them on the board, and that's going to generate extra actions or resources that we may be able to take as well. This is a great game. I've taught this game to several people, and everyone that I've taught to really likes it a lot, including me. So a game I recently found out about is actually a new edition of an older game called Black Friday. Now, I found out about this game from John Gets Games. This is an economic game where we are going to be buying and selling stock so that we can accumulate more money in order to buy gold, because gold is a precious metal. So this is a game that I am going to try to play or acquire, so be on the lookout for that. Couple of games I recently got. I will be doing unboxings and getting those on the channel. That is Cascadia, and my copy of the White Castle that I ordered from Miniature Market arrived. So be sure to see our unboxings for both of those.